What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And I know you're here for the information about what I think the best booster box to buy right now or to consider buying right now. And I know you see it right here is battlestyles. Before you click off the video, just hear me out. Hear me out. Just hear me out. Now, battlestyles it has a lot of negativity on this box, but if you actually look at the set yourself and not go along with what everybody says about the set, because compared to the other sets that it's around, like Brilliant Stars, Chilling Reign, Fusion Strike, Bombs Guys, you know, all of the top sets, compared to those sets, yes, it's nowhere comparable. But when you look at the set and you look at the chase card of the set, which is the Tyranitar, the Tyranitar is it's a great card. I think it's a great art. I love the card. That card raw is going for about $175, which I still think is undervalued. And I think it's about $450 in a PSA 10. Just hear me out. The box is only $200. This box is $200, and I think it has the better of the Tyranitars than Palette Evolve. Between the two eras, this Tyranitar I think is way better than the Tyranitar in Palette Evolved. And I think it's an underrated art, and it's an alt art, which is hard to pull. It's not easy to just open the box. You're not just gonna open the box and get a Tyranitar. It's hard to pull, just like the rest of the era is. But it has cards in there that are gonna do very good long term that people are not talking about, because most people, they just hear like, okay, nobody likes this set, and they say, you know, set's trash. They never actually go look at the cards. Again, the Tyranitar is a great card. This card right here, Empoleon V. The Empoleon V, I think, is a great art. It's on him. It's the card on there. It looks like he's, you know, practicing, because it's more of like a martial arts set, because it's pretty much based off the Urshifus. And most people don't like the Urshifus. I like them, and so he's on a picture with, you know, Phalanx, and then I think a Mifu on there as well. I think it's an underrated card. I think that card is going to do well long term. And the two Urshifus, right? So another reason why I think this set is going to be great is because when I'm out in the world and I go to card shops and I see the kids, and you know, sometimes, like, you know, you talk to the parents and I ask them like, hey, what is your favorite Pokemon? Because they're in a different generation than I am. I was born in '92, so I grew up Gen 1. That's why Gen 1 is always going to be the set for me, because that's the set that I grew up on. That's the generation that I came up on. You know, I was there when the games came out and I was able to play them. What we got to understand is that all those people that grew up on Gen 1, they're mostly the ones buying the stuff now, because we all grew up and we're making money now, and we're able to go and buy the cards that we want. And I think when you think about the future, you want to be ahead of the game. I think this box will do great long term, because on multiple occasions, just last week I was at a card shop in Long Island, and there was a little kid, and he was about 7, and he said, my favorite Pokemon is Urshifu. And I said, I looked at the guy, I said, really? He's like, yeah, I love Urshifu, I love him. I wish I can get the Urshifu Max, the VMAX card. And I was like, wow. And I was like, okay, maybe that's a one-off thing. But I was watching another video of a vendor. I consume a lot of content, a vendor, and he had a kid actually come up to his stand. He asked the kid, hey, what's your favorite Pokemon? Because he was going to give him a free card. And another kid said, hey, Urshifu, I like the Urshifu, the VMAX card, and the Rapid Strike card. And I was like, I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. I'm like, these kids really like these cards. And that's the point that I'm thinking we are missing, is that we're always going to love the OG cards. We're always, like, Gengar's always going to do well, Charizard's always going to do well, but it gets to a point when the younger generation, they grow up, yeah, they may love Charizard, but they may say Cinderace is my favorite because that was the first game I was able to play. So then what? So then the demand for those newer cards is going to come in later. And when I look at Battlestyles, it has the Tyranitar, it has the Empoleon, and then it has the Urshifus, and then what else did it have? It has like a Victini and stuff like that. But the Urshifu cards, I think, are going to do well long term, which is going to make this box wanted long term. It's at $200. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it will not be $200. The way the hobby works is the mind changes. People will say, hey, I hate this set, because I remember when Fusion Strike was out, and people hated that set. People did not like Fusion Strike. Fusion Strike is over $800 a box now, because the sentiment of the mind of the hobby has changed about Fusion Strike. Now it's a top tier set. Now it's not better than Evolving Skies, but it's the next best, and that's what they have decided is the next best set. I'm not saying Battlestyles is going to be the top set of the era. I'm saying that there's room for Battlestyles to be a great set long term for the next generation. It's not for us. And even when you look at Scarlet and Violet, a lot of the sets with the cards, it's not for us. 151 is for us. That set's for us. When they made Black and White, that was for that category of people that love that Gen 5. But when you look at Paldea Evolve, a lot of criticisms of Paldea Evolve is not a lot of popular Pokemon in it. Yeah, to people that grew up in our generation. But the younger kids, they're gonna love this stuff over time because it's gonna have the Pokemon that they want. It's just like Paradox Rift, which I think is a great set. I think they could have did better things with that set, but that set is gonna do great long term as well. What you gotta do with the investing is not always, we always wanna go with the best sets, but you could be missing the mark on potential gains or by not diversifying yourself. So when I look at the prices of everything and I'm saying, okay, I got Battlestyles, which is on the front part of Sword and Shield, so this box is old. Gotta be like over 20 sets back. So we know it's way out of print. We know that nobody really wanted it, and we know that I don't think there's a lot of it out there compared to, let's say, the sets that are coming out right now. So when I'm looking at Battlestyles and I'm saying, okay, this box is $200. This set that came out 1 year ago is $300. And then I take that information and then I look at Sword and Shield base, which, you know, it's at almost $600, and that may be off scarcity, but that's what happens over time. So I can see Battlestyles in the short term as the rest of the sets go over $1,000, because Evolving Skies is gonna go well over 3,000. You know, I can see that as a $7, $8, $9, $10,000 box one day. But Fusion Strike's about to be $1,000 box. Lost Origin just hit $700. That's gonna be $1,000 box soon. We all know Brilliant Stars, Chilling Rain, Silver Tempest, and Astral will all be $1,000 boxes. And I honestly think with enough time, Battlestyles will be $1,000 box. With enough time. So I'm personally investing in Battlestyles, and I want to put this on record, because when it starts moving and you're like, damn, Battlestyles is that price, the information's out there. And I know how the hobby works, and I'm looking at it, potential 5x return. I'm cool with that. So, but again, I'm not a financial advisor, guys, so it's up to you to go do your own research. And remember, don't listen to what everybody's saying. The best set to invest in is, oh, this set, the brand new set, prismatic and all that stuff, go into these sets, use a website like PokeData. You can actually see all the cards in the set and come to your own conclusion on it. That's how I've been successful. I buy the stuff that's popular, but I also buy the stuff that's not popular, because eventually it will be popular. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. If you like what you heard, like and subscribe. I'll catch you.